Hey yo, top five rapwebsite.com. You already know what's going on. So I got the light on today. Like the past two or three live streams, I started the live stream without the light on, and now I started it without the microphone in front of my face. All right, so back in here, another Friday live stream. It's been a long day for me. We got one topic we're gonna cover today. It's been a long day. Uh, you can see I got on the scrubs today. Been working on my car, doing some shit. So kind of exhausted, kind of tired today, but we gonna get through it, yo. So before I start, let me make sure y'all been tapped in with what I've been posting on the YouTube channel and also on top5rapwebsite.com. Let me share my screen here just to make sure y'all tapped in. So boom. If you haven't seen my reaction to the Kendrick Lamar like that with Future, really I say Kendrick Lamar featuring Future because I mean Kendrick Lamar is the bright spot of that song, not Future with that weak ass verse. Go watch that. I did a little short compilation of Dan Schneider's On Air Dare at Nickelodeon. Dan Schneider was trending this week because he went and did a super politically correct interview. We know this guy is like allegedly a sexual predator. He went on the interview, he cried. It was a totally scripted interview. So this kind of just shows the sick shit he was up to with just one segment. This is just one segment on Nick On Air Dare. Some of y'all remember that. If you're early 90s babies, late 80s, you'll remember this. Of course, we got the Tierra Whack greatest hits. And, the Tierra Whack Whack World full album review. This shit was garbage. I need a trash sound bite. I don't have anything for trash. But this is the sound bite I played most during this Tierra Whack album review.
No bars. None. Not a bar.
That was the one. Shout out to Antoine in the chat. I see you. Schoolboy Q Blue Lips album review. That's a week ago. So plenty of new content. But today, this is what I want to focus on right here. This is a year old, but my dad just sent it to me. He sent it to me via text message. Let me pull up my messages just to see what he says. He sent this to me because I likes Jay-Z. I fuck with Jay-Z heavy. So he just sent this. He sent this no message, no caption. He just sent the link. Jay-Z was never the hottest rapper in the game, which is just a foolish thing to say, right? But we're going to get into it with this video. I simply responded 1998, 2001 through 4, and 2011. So I'll get into what I mean by that. But what do y'all think? Was Jay-Z ever the hottest rapper in the game? It seems like a silly question. But there are people who believe, I guess, that he wasn't, right? What do y'all think? In my opinion, 2001, Jay-Z, this is when he had the Blueprint album drop. He went multi-platinum, dropped on the day of 9/11. I believe Blueprint 1 came out on 9/11, right? And this is a New York rap artist. Let me just fact check myself. Yeah. Blueprint, the 6th studio album by Jay-Z, released on September 11th, 2001. Still went multi-platinum. 2001, this is also the year for Jay-Z. I think it's coming off the Dynasty album. Let me look at when the Dynasty album by Jay-Z dropped. 2000, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 2000. Man, I'll be on point. Dynasty album, this was fire. The intro, Changed the Game, Streets is Talking, This Can't Be Life. You got the Blueprint, multi-platinum on 9/11. And then also the Nas beef. So this is like in the thick of the Nas beef. So obviously Blueprint 1 has a song, Takeover. It's a diss record. Jay-Z, Nas going back and forth. At this point, Jay-Z is the hottest rapper in the game. But I guess some people don't feel that way. And aside from Jay-Z, you also have a group called State Property. I know y'all can hear those click. I got a super clicky keyboard, so I know y'all can hear that. Benny Siegel, Emilio Sparks, Memphis Bleak, Dame Dash was the head of it. This is '02, so this is the film. But can we look at State Property, the group? Did they have an album? I don't know if they had an album, a group album. Okay, so '02. So 2001, the group's first release was a State Property soundtrack in '02, so they were around in '01. So Jay-Z was not only was the hottest rapper, but he also had the hottest group in the rap game, right? And yeah, Benny Siegel dropped The Truth, which is probably his best album. He dropped The Reason. You got a whole bunch of other stuff coming up. Chris and Neef, When did Can't Stop, Won't Stop come out? What was their name? The Young Guns. American hip hop duo. Let's go to their discography. It's '04, so this is a little bit after. So apparently some people don't feel that way. Let's take a look at what people have to say. Why is this even a video? Was Jay-Z ever the hottest rapper in the game? It's got 6 million views. We're going to respond to it. Antoine in the chat, he says, his reign on the top in 2001 was shorter than Leprechauns, okay? Biggie Smalls bar, I see you. Let's take a look.
What's a music opinion that'll have everybody looking at you crazy?
There is not a year where Jay-Z was indisputably the hottest or the best rapper in the game. Jay-Z.
So firstly, she said there is not a year where Jay-Z was indisputably the hottest rapper in the game. So by using the word indisputably, well, first we have to drill down. What do you mean by hottest rapper in the game? Do you mean the most sales? Because I'm pretty sure Hard Knock Life, which is Volume 2, Jay-Z's third album, it goes Reasonable Doubt, Volume 1, Volume 2. Pretty sure Volume 2, Hard Knock Life, was the best-selling rap album that year. So what do you mean by the hottest rapper? Do you mean best-selling? Do you mean, what do you mean? That's why I feel like a lot of these conversations get hung up. Like, we don't drill down the terms of what we mean. But let's hear him out. Let's hear him out.
Came in the game in 1996. I think
Right.
we can all agree that's Tupac's year.
Well, Jay-Z came in before 96. Jay-Z had a song called Hawaiian Sophie. It's like, yeah, I was about to say, this is the 80s. Yeah, 1989. This is Jay-Z's like real introduction. Jay-Z and Jazzo. But yeah, Jay-Z's debut album was in 96, correct.
1997, Biggie died.
Wait, hold on. I got to hear that again.
What's a music opinion that'll have everybody looking at you crazy?
There is not a year where Jay-Z was indisputably the hottest or the best rapper in the game. Jay-Z came in the game in 1996. I think we can all agree that's Tupac's year.
It's Tupac year. That's facts. Hold on.
Facts.
That's facts.
1997, Biggie died.
97 was what, Volume 1. So what does he mean by 1997 Biggie died? Is he saying Biggie was the hottest rapper in 97? Let's really just look at the facts. I really just want to look at the facts. Antoine in the chat, he said Ja Rule was bigger in 2001 than Jay. Lost the battle that same year. If people say Jay-Z lost that Nas beef, I mean, I think everyone would agree, even me. Even though Jay-Z had the better songs. The Takeover is a better song than Ether. The Blueprint 1, the Blueprint 2, the song, not the album, was the best song of the entire beef. Blueprint 2. HOVA, I got my mojo back, baby. Oh, behave. Yeah, that's it. And so I said, Cameron was possibly hotter than Jay with his Come Home With Me album. Like, come on, man. Stop it. Stop it. Cameron, no. No, it's just not facts. I'm going to get to what the other stuff you said in the chat, Antoine, but let's look at this. Bro, when I say bro, him, he said Biggie died in 97. That is facts, if I'm not mistaken. So I guess he's saying Biggie was the biggest rapper in 97. Fair, even though Life After Death came out only 3 months into 97. Biggie was dead for most of 1997. But yes, I will give it to you. Okay, we can say Biggie was the hottest in 97.
In 1998, which was kind of his breakout year, DMX had 2 number 1 albums in that year.
Yeah, 1998 was Jay-Z's breakout year. That's a fact.
Facts.
But DMX, okay, so let's really look at the facts. DMX had 2 number 1 albums. So I also think that's facts. There was a year where DMX had he dropped 2 albums and both of them went multi-platinum. This is what he's talking about. It's Dark and Hell is Hot and Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood. You got 4 times platinum and 3 times platinum. If I'm not mistaken, Jay-Z's Hard Knock Life outsold both of those albums. But let me see. Volume 200, like 6 times platinum, 5.4 in the US. Y'all cannot forget how big Hard Knock Life was. That was a big song. So 6 times platinum. Granted, Jay-Z only dropped 1 album, although Volume 1 dropped in 97. And it still had songs that were in singles that were coming out well into 1998, like Sunshine, Imaginary Players. But okay. DMX's Dark and Hell is Hot, 4 times platinum. Flesh of My Flesh, Blood of My Blood, 3 times platinum. Jay-Z's one album, Hard Knock Life, Volume 2, 6 times platinum. One album by Jay-Z, just one album, has almost eclipsed 2 of DMX's albums combined. These 2 combined are 7 times platinum. DMX. This one album by Hove, Hard Knock Life Volume 2, is 6 times platinum. So if DMX dropped 2 albums in 98 and Jay-Z dropped 1, and DMX barely outsold Jay-Z, who is really, how are you defining hottest rappers? Frankie Lyman said, Ja Rule watered down the game so much with his BS tunes. Well, let's look at Ja Rule too. Antoine said Ja Rule was bigger in 2001 than Jay-Z. Let's just look at the facts. I just want to see the facts. Ja Rule was extremely popular. I don't deny it. He said in 01. We're on 98 right now. But 01, 3 times platinum with Pain Is Love. What did Jay-Z do in 2001? Also 3 times platinum. This dropped on September 11th. Pain Is Love dropped. Okay, a month later. I wouldn't say, I'll give you that. If you say Ja Rule, okay, cool. But right now we're on 1998. So far, the question is answered right here. Jay-Z had the highest selling rap album of 1998. So what are we basing hottest rapper on? Put it in the chat. If it's sales, then this conversation ends right here. Jay-Z was the best-selling rapper, had the best-selling rap album of 1998, right? Hard Knock Life. His only competition is DMX, right? And DMX dropped 2 albums. Neither of them sold more than Hard Knock Life. Isn't that end of convo? Question and answer. We're only in 1998. We're not even in the new millennium. But let me see. Maybe there's an artist I'm missing. Best selling rap albums of 1998. Maybe I'm missing something here. Top 40. We don't want to see a top 40. We don't want to see someone's opinion. List of Billboard #1 albums in 98. Okay. So we know who's a hip hop artist, who's not. Garth Brooks, no. Celine Dion. Okay, DMX, boom. It's dark and hell is hot. Nice. Got the Beastie Boys. Okay, so Beastie Boys, they went, damn, this is the highest selling album. So if we're going based on sales, was Beastie Boys one of the hottest rappers of 98? Lauryn Hill, even though this wasn't a rap album, I've already done a video on this. Here we go, Jay-Z. #1 from October 17th to November 14th. You see this. This is a list of #1 albums. It was #1 for a whole month. DMX, who bro mentioned, was #1 for 1 week. Jay-Z for 1 month. And it sold more. And I'm not seeing DMX's other album that he dropped, which was you guys, Flesh of My Flesh. That wasn't even a #1 album during this year. You got Snoop Dogg was #1 for 2 weeks. Lauryn Hill was #1 3 weeks. So the question is answered here. If he's using sales as the metric for who was the hottest, Jay-Z was the hottest rapper in 1998. Facts! He sold the most. Shout out to Zero in the chat. Let me make sure I'm not missing these chats. Puffy, Mason, Biggie were way bigger in 97. Jay wasn't looked at as one of the best. I agree. 97, no. But 98, you got to remember, what was 1998? Hard Knock Life. Wasn't that Money, Cash, Hoes too? Hold on, let's pull up volume 2. Can I get a? Oh yeah, can I get a? Whoa. This was in a movie. Yeah, this was in the Rush Hour soundtrack. I remember this. I was there, man. This was like in the Rush Hour 1 commercials. So this is a huge single. Then you got Hard Knock Life. Then you got Money, Cash, Hoes. Then you got Jigga What, Jigga Who. Come on, man. 350,000 copies week 1. 208,000 copies week 2. 186,000 copies week 3. 170,000 copies week 5. We mentioned DMX. He sold his best week was 250. It's great. I mean, but it's just not comparable to what Jay-Z did in 98. Ride or Die. Reservoir Dogs. It's like that. Money Ain't a Thing. Come on, man. This was also in a movie soundtrack, wasn't it? Performed this song at the. It was nominated for best performance by a duo or group in the 41st tongue twister Grammys. This is before the Grammys was even fucking with rap. Need I say more? So the question is answered here, but let's see what else bro gotta say. Their question's already answered though. So let's restart it.
What's a music opinion that'll have everybody looking at you crazy?
There is not a year where Jay-Z was indisputably the hottest or the best rapper in the game.
We just disproved that. 1998.
Jay-Z came in the game in 1996. I think we can all agree that's Tupac's year.
Facts.
1997, Biggie died.
Yeah.
In 1998, which was kind of his breakout year, DMX had 2 number 1 albums in that year.
DMX had 2. Actually, I have to dispute you, because based on Wikipedia list of Billboard 200 number 1 albums, DMX only had 1 number 1 album that year, and it was only number 1 for 1 week. If you can pull up the Billboard and show me where DMX had, where Flesh of My Flesh was a number 1 album, I'll concede my point. But he did not. Like, what he's saying is already false. DMX did not have 2 number 1 albums. He had 1. Let's control F. DMX. Am I missing it? Yeah, no. He's listed there once. DMX had 1 number 1 album. It was only number 1 for 1 week, where it got replaced by a soundtrack. Jay-Z had a number 1 album, which was number 1 for a whole month. Facts. It only played half of my soundbite right there. Let's keep it going.
1999, DMX.
So the question, so it's answered right here. Like, this whole thing, we're only like 20% through, and it's already been debunked. Jay-Z was the hottest rapper in 1998. That's just facts. But humor me. Let's see what else he has to say. Before we go, let me look at this chat. Sound Mind, shout out to Sound Mind, man. Nobody took Ja Rule serious. He's making pop records, so he's irrelevant. Yeah, that's facts. Especially towards the end. When we're talking about 2001 with Ja Rule, this is far into his pop foray. This is far into his pop foray, where J-Lo was saying nigga on his songs. Him and Jay-Z were on different. Like, Ja Rule is letting Jennifer Lopez say nigga on his songs. Jay-Z is beefing with the hardest rapper of all time, Nas. Lyrical warfare. Like, it's not the same type shit. Beastie Boys had a bigger fan base. I would agree to that. Like, Beastie Boys kind of have like the Eminem appeal. Like, you know, white America can relate to them more. And I'm not mad at that. Frankie Lyman said Jay ran shit. That's facts. Volume 2 changed the game. Facts. Antoine said Flesh of My Flesh did hit number 1. All DMX first 5 albums hit number 1. All right. So Antoine, let's look at that. So just pull it up. Put the link in the chat, Antoine. He said go to DMX discography. He had number 1 twice in 98. Okay. So maybe this is Billboard 200. So maybe DMX hit number 1 in a different way. Maybe they haven't updated this list right here. But this list only shows DMX once. This is all genres. Let's see. DMX discography. I want to be completely fair here. Okay, so Antoine, yes, US, number 1, US. So maybe it's the way they are. No, this is Billboard 200. So why doesn't it show this second album hitting number 1? Maybe because the album was released so late into 1998 that it hit number 1 in 90. I bet if we look at 99, it'll show DMX's music, or Flesh of My Flesh, Blood is My Blood being a number 1 album. Let's see. 1999 best-selling rap albums. I bet that's it. Let's see if we can find. Here we go. List of number 1 Billboard 200 albums in 99. Boom, there we go. Okay. But my point stands. DMX had 1 number 1 album in 98. This is the year we're talking about the year. DMX had a #1 album that year. That's a fact. Facts! Now, a couple weeks after 1998 ended, yes. 1 week after, because January 9th, yeah, DMX had Flesh of My Flesh. But this is a new year. So, again, Jay-Z was the best-selling rapper of 1998. It's a fact. Facts! It's 2 different years, 1998 and 1999. Flesh of My Flesh dropped in 1998, but it went #1 and had all its sales in 1999. So that makes Jay-Z not only the best-selling rapper of 98, it makes DMX have just one #1 album in 1998. That's a fact. Get back to the chat. Flesh My Flesh, we already read that. Then Jay got with Pharrell. Game over, right? Yeah, Pharrell had a crazy turn up. He got with Jay. He got with Snoop. Like, he got a crazy turn up. Antoine said, nah, bro, you had to be there. I was there, bro. DMX was bigger, and his album definitely hit #1. I think, and just to give Antoine credit, Jay-Z would even admit that DMX at that time was his biggest competitor, or was the guy that he had the most competition with. I want to say most afraid of. I'll say most afraid. Even lyrically, Jay-Z would agree. But if we're just looking at facts, Jay-Z was the hottest, depending on how you define hottest. He was the best-selling rapper of 1998. Do we need to look at it again? No one outsold Jay-Z that. Maybe Lauryn Hill outsold him. Let's see but this ain't a rap album. Miseducation is not a rap album. BC Boys didn't outsell him. Jay-Z went 6 times platinum that year. Master P didn't outsell him. It's only a couple rappers on this list. So therefore, Jay-Z was the hottest rapper of 98 if we're going off sales. That's if you can refute that facts, I would love to hear what you have to say before we get on with the video. Frankie Lyman said everyone was either platinum or gold. Yeah, back in those days, you had to go to the record store, man. I don't even think Napster was like popping off like that. Napster was like 01, 02, 03 type shit to like 05 or 06. Go to DMX. Oh, we had read that one. So technically, Tupac is the only rapper with 2 #1 albums the same year. I think you might be right. I have to look it up. But I think you're referencing 1996 when he had All Eyes on Me and then Illuminati. But you might be right. Antoine said DMX dropped 2 #1 albums in 1999 if you look at it like that. Well, let's look. I mean, I'm not debating 1999. I'm not saying DMX wasn't, that guy. I'm saying Jay-Z was just the one in 1998. But let's see. Did DMX, Antoine, did he have 2 #1 albums in 99? Let's look at it. We got 99 pulled up. No, he did not. DMX had a #1 album in 99. This is the list of Billboard. This is what they decided is #1, #2, number 199. It's the Billboard 200. DMX is listed 1 time. Ooh, then Britney Spears dropped that Hit Me Baby One More Time. That was before this, right? This must have been, she was only #1 for 1 week. Man, damn. Silk the Shocker. Yo, there was so much musical diversity. Garth Brooks, country, DMX, hardcore rap, Britney Spears, pop, Silk the Shocker, underground rap, Foxy Brown's female rap, Britney Spears, TLC, Nas. Like, yo, this is a great time for music. Dixie Chicks, everybody was thriving. Each 9 Inch Nails, Creed, Carlos Santana, Rage Against the Machine. This is a great Korn, Celine Dion. This is a great time. Every genre was just doing their thing. Everybody got to eat. Biggie, Faith Hill, Backstreet Boys. This is a great time, 1999. But yeah, Antoine, no. DMX did not have 2 #1 albums in 99. He had 1. Dave Thomas. Shout out to Dave Thomas in the chat, 199. Young Dolph is the GOAT. I fuck with Young Dolph. If you watch my channel, you know I fuck with Dolph. It's facts. Facts! Antoine said, look up Juvenile, 400 Degrees. Jay and Juvenile both sold 5 million. Jay just passed 5 million in 2023. So, Antoine, would you say that Juvenile was a hotter rapper than Jay-Z in 1998? Is that what we're going with? I know he had Back That Ass Up. Did he? Yeah, Back That Ass Up high. Jay-Z jumped on this remix high. Is that what we're going with? Is that what we're going with? Juvenile. I can't confirm when Jay-Z passed the 6 million mark on Hard Knock Life Volume 2, but I'll take your word for it. But we're going with Juvenile was the hottest rapper over Jay-Z in 98. Frankie Lyman said possibly. Okay, let's get back to the video.
What's the music?
I'm taking these long breaks in monologues, so I'm going to just keep restarting it so we don't lose where we at. It's a short video anyway. It's only like 40 seconds.
Opinion that'll have everybody looking at you crazy.
There is not a year where Jay-Z was indisputably the hottest or the best rapper in the game. Jay-Z came in the game in 1996. I think we can all agree that's Tupac's year.
That's true.
1997, Biggie died. In 1998, which was kind of his breakout year, DMX had 2 #1 albums in that year.
False. That's a
1999,
lie.
DMX again, who outsold Jay-Z by a big margin. Year 2.
DMX. I think that's true. 5 times, yeah. Woo-wee. 5 times platinum. Jay-Z, I know he didn't do that in 99. 99 would have been volume 3. 3 times platinum. He outsold him by 2 million. I'll give you that.
2000, Nelly and Eminem both went down.
It's true. Nelly, yeah, that's true.
Now, 2001 would have been the best argument, but then Ludacris came in the game with hits like Area Code, Smooth Bitch.
2000 would not have been the best. 2001 would not have been the best argument. 1998 is the best argument for reasons we just discussed. But let's look at what Ludacris did. Ludacris was on fire. What was Ludacris' first album? Word of Mouth. Antoine said, Back That Ass Up and Ha. Cash Money as a whole was a movement. That's true. It was a movement. But you going to say, like, Cash Money was a movement. Jay-Z himself was a movement. You talking about a group, Lil Wayne, Birdman, like, versus just Jay-Z by himself. So if you're going to go with the opinion that Jay-Z was a hotter rapper in 98, or that Juvenile was a hotter rapper than Jay-Z in 98, you can have that. Go ahead, post that on social media and see what people have to say. But let's see what Ludacris was talking about. And I think he said 2001. Word of Mouth, yeah, 4 times platinum. That's more than the Blueprint sold, right? 3 times. Yeah, I mean, I'm not mad at that.
Roll out. 2002, here go Eminem again, dropping the Eminem show.
2002, okay, what did Jay-Z drop? Blueprint 2. Yeah. I'll track this. What he's saying, everything he said except 98. I feel him.
Another diamond album. As well as Nelly dropping another album that sold like 7 million. Jay-Z.
Let's see. Let's just fact check. What did Nelly drop in 2002? He had Nellyville. He had Country Grammar. Yeah, 7 times. Ooh, damn, Diamond. Yeah, Nelly was the guy in 2000. That's just facts.
2003 was obviously 50 Cent's year. He
Yeah.
retired, came back in 2006. At that point, T.I. was on top of the game.
T.I. Wait, you said T.I.? Bro, what the hell no. Yeah, Jay-Z retired 03. But we can't forget like the little group albums he did. And so I said Word of Mouth was his second album. I think it says Word of Mouth was his third album. Yeah. Word of Mouth was Ludacris' third album. Let's not forget about, okay, Black Album, 4 times platinum. I would even argue Jay-Z was the hottest rapper in the game with the Black Album. When you look at the singles on this, but I can't put it above 50 Cent though. Get Rich or Die Trying, that was 03, right? Yeah, that was 50 Cent year. That's just facts. But maybe 04, I would say, was Jay-Z's year because the Black Album spilt in to 04. You look at the singles, most of the singles dropped in 04. People forget how albums used to come out. Like, the album is released on one day. You got one single that drops just before the album. Then you got singles coming out months after the album. The Black Album is what made Lil Wayne. That's what started Lil Wayne's run. I'm the best rapper alive since the best rapper retired. This is what Lil Wayne used to say. So why would Wayne say this? Because Jay-Z was the one at the time. I mean, it's just facts. 99 Problems, Dirt Off Your Shoulder, Change Clothes. Like what bro in the chat said, he hooked up with Pharrell, Encore. What more can I say? This nigga said T.I. This nigga said T.I. What did T.I.? We got it. Let me restart this as I look at the chat.
Opinion that'll have
The Drake of his day.
There is not a year where Jay-Z was indisputably the hottest or the best rapper in the game.
Antoine said Blueprint 1 sold 2 million in 01 and recently passed 3 a few years ago. Yeah, the Blueprint 1 dropped on September 11th for a New York rapper. Remember that? And still did what it did.
Jay-Z came in the game in 1996. I think we can all agree that's Tupac's year. 1997, Biggie died.
This nigga said T.I.
1998 was kind of his breakout year. DMX had 2 number 1 albums in that year.
So far, I'm saying 1998, Jay-Z's year. I would give it to Jay-Z in 01 if he would have definitively won the Nas beef, which he didn't. But I would even put 01 up there, even though he got outsold by some people. What was happening with Jay-Z and Nas was the focal point, but you could argue Nas was the hottest. I think what Nas did to Jay-Z in 01 with Ether and all that was Nas's like low-key comeback. Jay-Z was the hottest rapper. Nas was like felt kind of dormant. And then when he came back at Hove, it was kind of like he woke back up. That was what that was. So I'll say 98. I'll say 01. You could argue 01. But if you don't want to give it to Hove in 01, I understand. And I'll also say 04 because of Black Album.
1999.
I would say 2011 too, and I'll explain why later.
DMX again, who outsold Jay-Z by a big margin.
That's
in
true.
2000, Nelly and Eminem both went down.
True.
Now 2001 would have been the best argument, but then Ludacris came in the game with hits like Area Codes, Move, Bitch, Roll Out.
See, I wouldn't call Ludacris had a moment, but I wouldn't call Ludacris like the hottest rapper in the game. Like Ludacris had a heavy moment, and he would look at the sales Ludacris was having, bro. Like 3 times, 4 times, 2 times, 2 times. But to call him the hottest rapper in the game, even when Ludacris was dropping all this stuff, people like kind of view Ludacris as overlooked, even though I really like, especially as a kid watching Ludacris videos. He's so animated. I fuck with Ludacris harder than Jay-Z at the time. Pause. But I don't know if I would call it again. All this boils back down to what are you mean by hottest rapper in the game? How are you quantifying that?
2002, here go Eminem again, dropping the Eminem Show, another diamond album.
True.
As well as Nelly dropping another album that sold like 7 million.
Nellyville.
2003 was obviously 50 Cent's year.
True.
He retired, came back in 2006. At that point, T.I. was on top.
2003. See, he just going based off when the album dropped. Black Album was like 04. That was like an 04 type of shit. Frankie Lyman said, I'm going based off high school, Jay Rand shit, the Maya feature, Gold shit. That's facts.
Facts.
Drake of the day, facts.
Facts.
And he's selling real albums, not digital downloads or streaming. These is real albums.
2007 undoubtedly goes to Kanye graduation year. Can't be serious.
So he just skipped all this. He skipped off because Jay-Z did retire, but he dropped albums like this Unfinished Business with R. Kelly, which was platinum. Collision Course with Linkin Park. Linkin Park was the biggest rock band at the time of the early 2000s, 2 times platinum. So you got 3 times platinum worth of albums, and you got the Black Album. Singles, which are dropping well into 2004, April. When did 99 Problems? That was an April 2004 single. So I put 2004 as one of Jay-Z years, but he's just going based off like when the album dropped, not necessarily when the album was felt.
And 2008 to like 2011 clearly goes to Lil Wayne.
Right. I would say like 08 to like 2010 was Wayne. But 2011, like Drake had already started to surpass Wayne. 08 to 010, 2008 to 2010 was Wayne. Facts.
Facts.
But 2011, like it was, Kendrick was already out by 2011. Like Drake was out, Cole was out. Like not just their first tapes either. Kendrick was already like three projects in 2011. He had dropped EP, he had dropped OD, he had dropped Section 80 came out in 2011, right? Then Good Kid, Mad City came out in 2012. Cole had already dropped the warm up. What came out in 2011? I think Friday Night Lights by Cole. He had to come up the warm up Friday Night Lights. Drake had already dropped Thank Me Later. So I wouldn't give 2011 to Wayne. 2008 to 10. Then like it was a changing of the guard. The blog era artists started to come up. Wiz, Cole, Drake. Big Sean, they started to take fold. But I would even argue 2011 for Jay-Z. Why? Can anyone guess in the chat before I say it? Why would I say Jay-Z was the hottest rapper in 2011? Why would I make that argument? I'm gonna give y'all a second in the chat to see what y'all say. Why would I say that Jay-Z was the hottest rapper in 2011? You look here at his solo discography, he didn't drop in 2011. Why would I say that? I'm gonna look at the chat. I'm gonna give y'all a chance to respond. But I'm gonna look at the chat. Oh, we got two Antoines in the chat. Antoine Herbert said, "Who's the most looked up rapper in the game? Jay-Z got to be top 3." Right, but I think this video's Antoine Herbert. This video's point is there wasn't a single year where Jay-Z was the hottest, which we've already disproved. If you're just going off objective facts and sales, it was 1998. But I guess we're not doing that. Antoine, the first Antoine, 1486, that we're adding Linkin Park and R. Kelly in the mix. I wouldn't even do that. Jay regrets those albums. But those albums dropped, though, and those albums were extremely popular. Like, I could see if those albums didn't do shit. But in 02, R. Kelly was the hottest R&B artist. I'm pretty sure the remix to Ignition dropped in 02. Let me look at Discog. Let me just control F. Discog. Again, in the chat, let me know. Why would I say Jay-Z was the hottest rapper in 2011? I'm going to get back to that. Oh, the Chocolate Factory. When did the remix to it? Ignition remix dropped in 02. Okay, so I'll be on point with this music shit, man. Like, I just have like photographic memory or something. So remix to Ignition dropped. What did that say? I got too many tabs open. I'm losing. October 22nd, 2002. The Jay-Z and R. Kelly album dropped October 26th. So this dropped after the remix to Ignition. So R. Kelly was like the hottest rapper, not the hottest rapper, hottest musician in the game. When this Chocolate Factory album came out, your parents had this album, bro. Facts.
Facts.
Move Your Body Like a Snake, ma. Step in the Name of Love. A remix to Ignition. So R. Kelly is the hottest musician, period, at the time. Then you got Linkin Park, who's the hottest rock band. You got arguably the two hottest musicians, period. R. Kelly and Linkin Park. Linkin with Jay-Z. Why would they link with Jay-Z? Because he's the hottest rapper, bro. He dropped the Black album. So that's why I say 04. So we got to include the R. Kelly and Linkin Park albums, because it wasn't like those were nothing burgers. Like, those were big albums. Those were some of the highest selling albums that came out that year. Numb/Encore. That was on the radio. That was on MTV. That was like one of the few early times where you had rappers on MTV. Eminem really started the trend, but this Jay-Z Linkin Park album was another one. Like, we got to include that. So I'm gonna tell y'all why I said I gotta put me. I'll go. When was Jay-Z the hottest rapper in the game? I would say 98. I would say 01. But if you don't say 01, I feel you. I'll concede on 01, but then I'll say 04. Why do I say 2011? This is why I say 2011. Antoine said because Beyonce, oh, you just hating now. This is why I say 2011. Watch the Throne. Now we can argue about, okay, you had to have been there for the DMX 1998. You had to have been there for the Ja Rule 01. I think we're all of the age. We were all here for Watch the Throne. This is the biggest album to come out that year. Rap album. Look at the singles. No Church in the Wild. Ham. Otis. 2000. Let me see. Best. And y'all know I don't be using sales to make my arguments, but if we talking about the hottest, how else can we quantify this if niggas don't say what their standards are? The nigga in the video said T.I. I don't know if come on, man, I'm gonna get to T.I. in a minute. A lot of rap albums. 2011 were popping off. You got Eminem, you got Nicki, Lupe. Man, Lupe Lasers, he ate with that. Wiz, Jay-Z and Kanye Watch the Throne. Number 1 for 2 weeks. Dang, Wiz was actually the hottest rapper in 2011. I might have to concede on that. Wiz, Rolling Papers, yeah. But the Watch, then the Carter 4. Okay, so I'm going to be mad at somebody saying, yeah, Lil Wayne, he extended to 20. Okay, I see it. 6, 7. I get it. But Jay-Z and Kanye, I gotta put that in there. Pause. Game was number 1 album. See this? Okay, this is number 1 in hip hop and R&B. This says in all genres. Yeah, this is in all genres. 436,000 copies the first week. Rolling Stone names Eminem the king of hip hop. So I gotta throw 2011 in there also because of Watch the Throne. See, this is what people get it fucked up. Like the guy in his video, he's looking at when the album released. So he stops at 03. He says, yeah, 2003. Jay-Z retired, and he skips to 2006 when he came back. But if you were actually there, 2004 was flooded with Jay-Z. Even after Jay-Z announced his retirement, this was like the biggest news on MTV News, on BET. They were talking about it months and months after he retired. Like in 04, it was like continuous. And then this is how Lil Wayne really caught his footing. I won't say caught his footing because he was on back that ass up. He had to block his shot. But this is how Lil Wayne really came up. He took Jay-Z's retirement and was like, yo, I'm the best rapper alive since the best rapper retired. This is 04, bro. But dude in the video, he's just looking at, okay, it dropped 03. Okay. He retired 03, so I'm not considering anything else that he did. Even though Jay-Z went on to drop 2 more albums in 2004 with 2 of the biggest musicians of all time, R. Kelly and Linkin Park. What else you got to say?
So at what point was he the hottest rapper in the game?
That's it. Kenny B said Jay-Z always been overrated. What you mean overrated? What you mean lyrically? What you mean by overrated? Let's just define our words. Let's just define the words. Because this whole Jay-Z was never the hottest rapper. Let's just define hottest rapper. What do you mean? You mean in the streets? So Jay-Z wasn't the hottest rapper when he dropped Streets is Watching song and DVD? He wasn't the hottest rapper? I'm asking. Jay-Z wasn't the hottest rapper when he was a best-selling rapper of 1998? He wasn't the hottest rapper? Jay-Z wasn't the hottest rapper when he sold 2 million on 9/11? He wasn't the hottest rapper? Jay-Z wasn't the hottest rapper when he retired in 2003, 2004 after the Black album? That wasn't a big deal, the Fade to Black tour, which I think was one of the highest selling rap tours of all time to that point. He wasn't the hottest rapper? What we talking, man? We talking numbers? What we talking? Let me know. Antoine said Kanye watched Jay in that album. He wasn't even the hottest rapper on that project. Hot takes. Kanye watched Jay-Z on which song? Which song? Regardless, it's still a Jay-Z and Kanye album. You could argue Kanye was a hotter because Kanye in 2011 was coming off Dark Fantasy. Kanye was the hottest rapper in 2010, period. And you can argue that spilled over into 2011. In my opinion, he was. I bought all his albums, but I never thought he was the greatest like that. Okay, so he's agreeing that Jay-Z was overrated. I didn't start off liking Jay-Z like that because we didn't listen to Jay-Z growing up. I'm from L.A., so we didn't listen to Jay-Z like that. We listen to what we listen to. Pac. What we listen to? Ice Cube, E40. We listen to some Scarface, Outkast. Growing up, like, I'm majorly influenced. Both my mom and my dad listened to hip hop. They were into hip hop. Like, my mom can tell you about Poor Righteous Teachers. She could tell you about Trina. She could tell you about she listened to hip hop. She had an album collection. I remember seeing my first time seeing Nas's Stillmatic album. Stillmatic with the pigeon on it. My mom had that album. Like, and my dad listened to hip hop too. Like, they were both raised on hip hop. You know what I mean? So I say that to say I really been into hip hop, but we didn't listen to Jay-Z coming up like that. We listened on the radio, but we listen to what? E40. We listen to Ice Cube, Dub C and the Mad Circle. The East Coast rappers we did listen, like we didn't listen to Nas either. I had to go find Jay-Z and Nas music myself. More so Nas because Jay-Z was way more popular. So I actually heard way more of Jay-Z's music before I heard Illmatic and all that. Only East Coast artists like I listened to, even though my mom had the Stillmatic album, I don't remember her ever playing it with us. She must didn't like it. So most of my hip hop came from, I say my dad, because my mom listened to like R&B, neo soul. My dad listened to only East Coast artists: Run DMC, EPMD, Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh. Who else? That's it. EPMD. He really liked EPMD. Anton Herbert said Jay would always be considered one of the best storytellers. I think Jay just got bars in just terms of bars. You listen to Streets is Watching, you listen to Imaginary Players. I think Jay's gonna be remembered for trend setting. He's a trendsetter his entire time, even till now. He could probably come out. I think he got one or two more trends left in him, maybe one. But he got to change that flow up. Like that 444, some of the songs like Marcy Me, fire. But then some of the songs, you go back and listen to it, like Story of OJ. Go back and listen to Story of OJ. It's not really bumping like that. The beat is bumping, but like, I don't know about the bars. Anton said, pick a song. I thought Jay sounded out of place in most of the tracks trying to catch a flow. Yes, yeah. So Anton, this is where me and you agree. I'm saying like some of the flows and stuff on like the 444 shit and some of his recent shit, Everything Is Love. Like I'm kind of like, I don't know about that. But other songs like Marcy Me, I really like them. Family Feud, even Family Feud nowadays. I don't even know if I like that song off 444. Anton Herbert said, can't compare Kanye and Jay because Kanye wasn't the only writer of his songs. Facts. Yeah, Kanye is like in a different, Kanye's going to go down as one of the greatest hip hop artists of all time. Artists. Notice I said artists, not rappers. Because yeah, Kanye West, it's kind of like Dre. You don't expect Dre to write his own songs. Or at least I don't. I mean, I'm not great in Dre as a rapper. I'm not really great in Kanye as a rapper, but Kanye's going to go down as like the most influential, greatest hip hop artist of all time. In terms of all of hip hop, not just rap. The fashion, the influence, Kanye is going to go down as number one. And I don't think a lot of people are going to realize how many people have Kanye number one until after Kanye passes. Kanye is like the most influential rap artist ever. Like, he came out in 2004. It's 2024, and he still has the culture in the pulse of his hand. Kanye can drop anything. Like, people are still on the edge of their seats for new Kanye West content. And not just us who were there when College Dropout came out. I was like in third grade when College Dropout came out. It's not just us old heads waiting for Kanye. No, it's like 13, 14-year-olds waiting on his songs, waiting on his collabs, waiting on his shoes. 11, 12, 13-year-olds. Like, we've never seen nothing like this, not even with Jay-Z. And so I said the only song I thought was okay on 444 was the last song, Legacy. Yeah, Legacy was fire. Yeah, Fresh Out Hip Hop in the chat. Yeah, shout out to Fresh Out. I need to check my email, man. I need to check my email so we can get that collab going. And so I said DM me, but yeah, email is more professional. I get you. But I just gotta force myself to check my email. But yeah, I think I said what I needed to say this live stream. For those who just got here, they said, I'm reacting to this. Jay-Z was never the hottest rapper. There was never a year he was the hottest rapper. We easily disproved that. We easily showed that Jay-Z was the best-selling rapper of 1998. He said DMX had 2 number 1 albums in 1998. He said this. Or where is he at?
That's a music opinion that'll have everybody looking at you crazy.
He said DMX had 2 number 1 albums in 1998. That's a lie. He did not. DMX did not have 2 number 1 albums in 1998. He dropped 2 albums. One was number 1 in 98. One was number 1 in 99. Jay-Z had the best-selling rap album of 98. That is a fact. 98, I say, if you want a year, 98, 2001, 2004, 2011. The Hill I Die On is 98 and 2004. Hard Knock Life and Jay-Z's retirement year, which is ended 2003, 2004. That's when Jay-Z was the hottest rapper in the game. I would even say 2001. This nigga said T.I. Before we go, can we look at T.I.? He said 2006 T.I. I said I was gonna get the T.I. Like, this saying T.I. is just crazy. That's how you know you got some hate in your blood for Jay-Z. Platinum. This is great, but like we talking about Jay-Z who's going 6 times platinum. Okay, King, what you know about that? Cool, platinum. What Jay-Z do that year? 2 times platinum. He was retired. He did 2 times platinum. This nigga said T.I. Like, what the hell? Drake, like T.I. Like, Jay-Z went 2 times platinum. And he was gone. Like, before that, he had retired, then came back. Like, I remember that year, too. This would have been the Rock Boys year, right? Or maybe that was on American Gangster. He said T.I., who's never been more than 2 times platinum, was never hotter than Jay-Z. Maybe when Jay-Z was gone. Urban legend, perhaps. But even that was 04. That was Jay-Z's year. That was his retirement year. Anton said, what up, Fresh Out? Thought y'all were doing a show on Wednesday. We on Sunday. Yeah, me and Fresh Out, we got some shit coming out. I just gotta check my email. I'm gonna check my email after this. But yeah, that's it. That's all I have for y'all today. Y'all know I don't like to hold y'all too long. Before we go, Antoine Herbert said numbers are great, but Jay-Z is all about impact. Yeah, the thing about Jay-Z, he got the numbers and he got the impact. It's facts. Facts! So I think we easily debunked this video. Good job, chat. So, yo, like I said, plenty of new videos on Top 5 Rap website. Go check out my Kendrick Lamar, Drake, and J. Cole Like That Diss. Whack World, Worldwide Whack, full album review. Go give her a listen, even though it's trash. And I did some non-hip-hop shit. You got non-hip-hop shit in there, just to mix it up. So, yo, that's all I got for y'all today. Salute to the chat. Be sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Top5rapwebsite.com. Peace.